The time has come to talk about this. While everyone is enjoying the festivities of this weekend, I personally want to take you back to the time the NBA was absolute peak. 2016. And this weekend right here was one of the first indications of just how special this season was, especially for those of us who grew up with the NBA during this time. For the people who talk about the 80s, the 90s, and the 2000s, for us, this was our All-Star weekend. We had Steph Curry and Klay Thompson going band for band at the peak of their powers. We had the All-Star game itself, and let me just say this, the sheer star power here was ridiculous, all of which were in their prime. And to put the cherry on top, this was the final All-Star game of the Black Mamba, Kobe Bean Bryant, and we got this incredible moment between him and LeBron. What a time. But I want to take you back to what is, in my opinion, was the best part of the weekend, and that was the night before. The second half of the night before, to be specific. The dunk contest. We start off with Will Barton and Andre Drummond, and although they would have alright performances, yes, me and you know who we came here to see. And they will let you know off rip, starting with Zach LaVine, and the hype this guy got leading up to this was crazy, and you can tell just by his entrance. LaVine was the favorite coming out of this dunk contest, and he would show why. Cause when he hit this dunk, these two immediately knew they just had to sit this one out for the night. Just watch and enjoy the show like every one of us. And although what the announcer said about Zach LaVine was correct, they made one mistake. They said that this dunk contest would be about Zach LaVine one-upping himself, and that his only comp would be 2000 Vince Carter. Who's gonna tell them? Enter Aaron Gordon. And before I say anything about the performance he put on, I would like to shout out this mascot right here. He was the true MVP. He made some of these dunks like this possible. The ultimate wingman. And as soon as this dunk went down, Zach LaVine knew what time it was. He knew so much that his next dunk was on the other side of the court. Zach, for his next dunk, will end up lifting off from the free throw line, looking like the Jordan logo. Aaron Gordon will then respond and get his wingman. And watch how the difficulty skyrockets. Here I thought he was going to have at least one failed dunk attempt. Not only would he catch the ball while in rotation, he would rotate himself for a 360 dunk. Had little man himself mesmerized. It had me mesmerized. The judges, aka Shaq, were being a bit stingy with their scores, but that will end here. This will be a 50. And starting from here would be a string of 50s. And from right here, let me just say that the warm-ups was over. Yes, everything up until now was a warm-up. Zach LaVine will send a message to Aaron Gordon loud and clear by hitting the same exact dunk. No mascot needed. Aaron Gordon will receive that message loud and clear and would respond by delivering a dunk. That completely put this dunk contest on its head. This dunk right here, man. This dunk was the one. This was the best dunk in the last 10 years. This dunk brought the whole house down, and for the first time since 2000 with Vince Carter, the iconic Let's Go Home by Kenny the Jet Smith was brought back. Junior year of high school me could not believe what he was watching. This dude sat in the air. I would never forget this dunk for as long as I live. This dunk contest had no business continuing after this. Should have shut this one down and gave it to Aaron Gordon, man. This dunk is in every thumbnail of this dunk contest. To me, this should have been the end, but it was only the beginning. Credit to Zach LaVine because he had an answer. A windmill from the free throw line. I repeat, a windmill from the free throw line. This was getting to the point where they had to take breaks in between dunks just so everyone can process just what was going on, just what was taking place here.
The intermission would come to an end and Aaron Gordon would grab the ball off the side of the backboard and do a reverse windmill? Are we just making things up?
Head above the rim too. Shaq had to wipe the sweat off his head like he was a black pastor that just finished putting in work.
Another 50.
And then in the next few seconds, you got Zach LaVine behind the backboard. Bro, they just trying to one-up each other at this point. And these two picked the worst possible year to compete in this.
Zach will get ready and hit the dunk, but I had to pause to process what this dunk was. And at this point, just make this a draw. They earned it. It's gotten to the point where they both exhausted their bag. Aaron Gordon was legit trying to think of an idea on the spot. And at this point, none of them can afford to make another mistake. Let me put this into perspective. These 50s they've been getting has now become the standard. Anything below that is risking losing their entire contest. And Aaron Gordon would hit a double clutch reverse. And although this was amazing, this will fall below the insane standard that was set. And this was the beginning of the end. This was the opening LaVine needed to ice this for good. And he would with a between the legs dunk from the free throw line. He would get 50, putting an end to, in my opinion, the greatest dunk contest of all time. Like I said earlier, these boys put on a show. This was an incredible weekend all around, and one of my favorite weekends of all time growing up. And that's the 2016 All-Star Weekend. Until next time.